Hello, everybody. This is our life coaching session again, going live. If you are a traditionally oppressed person, what I mean by traditionally oppressed, let me take a moment to say a little bit about that. Most of us know, if we are honest, that there is a certain hierarchy set up in this nation. It's a hierarchy that is based mostly on race in this country, combination of race and color. There are many hierarchies, not just one, but there is a place that everyone is put in this nation. And if we get out of our place, we are often punished for it and may even be killed for it. Many of the people who call themselves white supremacists are quick to tell us that we have a place and to tell us when we are getting out of our places. And so we go through our life trying to live in our place, trying to do the things we want to do. But then something happens. We want a little more. We want liberty and we want justice for all. We want the things that are coming to us as people who are part of this country. So we begin to strive to move to a higher place, to climb the ladder of success. But when we do that, we run into all types of problems because those who feel that they are better than us or that we are inferior beings work usually behind the scenes to undermine what we're doing, or sometimes openly because we are out of our place. And especially as African Americans or Native Americans or Latino individuals, we find this happening. And we find ourselves suffering from the pain and suffering that comes with it. A lot of times we don't feel it. We learn to harden ourselves against such things. We learn to strengthen ourselves. We learn to bear down, hold on, do what needs to be done. But there's often a cost. And the cost is usually some type of stress-related disease or an autoimmune disease that leaves us tired or gives us high blood pressure, leads to stroke or heart difficulties. In women, there is a connection between stress, racism, and breast cancer. And with men, the same is true of prostate cancer. And as long as we live in this world and work according to the rules of the dominant culture, we will be susceptible to the pain and suffering that comes with it. We'll either fight like crazy to overcome it, or we'll succumb to it in depression and self-depreciating, self-destructive ways of being that can destroy family, friends, and loved ones. That is why we must do the one thing that is necessary. The one thing we are told that we are not to do, and I'm speaking of African Americans, especially right now. The one thing we're told not to do is to step out of the whole picture. It is to realize that we are African American or Black, whatever we call ourselves, yes, but that is not a label that we have given to ourselves. We have to realize that they told us that is what we were. And we have to let go of that. We have to really realize who we are and what we are and live into that. That we are not only human beings, part of a whole human family. No, but we are part of this powerful movement called life, love, God, Creator, and that is our true identity. And then we have to realize that we are taking on the name that they are using only to fight against the evil, the pain, and suffering that we have suffered and our descendants will suffer if we do so, but always remembering that is not who we are. And when they speak with us, when they call us names, when they do all types of things, they're not doing anything to us personally because they have never seen us personally. They have never seen themselves personally. They have believed the lie and they have set themselves in the hierarchy. And they have taken on the rules given by people who told us that the most important thing is to climb upwards no matter what the cost and to keep those below you down, to stop competition. And they have told you that the worst thing that you identify with those below you. But there are ways to deal with this. The most effective way is to let go of the identification that they have given us and return to the original mind, the divine mind, what is known as the eye of awareness. And that will lead us to true freedom. We must return to the understanding of who and what we are, not only by saying it, learn to feel it. There are many techniques that are used now, many types of meditation, contemplation, prayer, and all of those things. But many of them have been taken over also. They've been shifted and changed so that we're using them in order to work in the system, not to gain clarity. Yes, they are good to maintain health, but the main point is to understand who and what we are, to let go of these false designations, and to be free, to be the creative nature of the universe that we can be. And then these meditations and exercises become maintenance, but not before we have done that. Before we have done that, these meditations and exercises are a methodology moving us to truth, freedom, internal peace, and love. The only way we can help ourselves and our descendants and our community is by becoming awake, by becoming the love that is at the core of our being that we've been forced to hide. And once we become free like that, there's nothing anyone can possibly do to stop us. Namaste, everyone.